Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Masterminder with Bridgette O. Williams. Today, we're going to be exploring Don't Despise the Teething Pains. Teething pains can be very annoying, they can be depressing, they can be hurtful, they can cause people to want to quit. But if we persevere and push through these teething pains, I can guarantee that the stories and the testimonies that you will share thereafter will surmount any hardship or pain endured along the journey. Now, I started my journey in the education system 14 years ago. And fresh out of college, pretty young, I started at 22 years old. And when I started, I was bubbly, I was full of vim, vigor, and vitality. I was excited about the profession. I was ready to give my all. And my early years in the profession, I can say, was amazing. I met some wonderful people who added so much value to my journey. But as the years crept by, my place of work became uncomfortable. The tide shifted, leadership changed, and so did some of the personalities that I grew fond of over the years. People started to act differently due to one reason or another, and so my circumstances became very uncomfortable. That marked the beginning of my teething pain in the profession. Now, because things got uncomfortable, it made my ability to give of my best harder. And once you find yourself in such a position in any working environment, a lot of people would look at it and say, oh, it's time to quit. But you cannot run or you cannot outrun your teething pain. You have to go through the process so it builds your character. And like many persons would think, that thought came to my mind. It's time to go. I need to go. I can't deal with this anymore. The people that I was fond of, the people that I thought were my friends, now became the vessels that were used to propel me into my greatness unknowingly. And so I started to shut down, so to speak. And that affected my ability to deliver. Not deliver in terms of executing my task as a professional, but to deliver in the context of staying true to me. My vivacious and bubbly personality subsided, and I became a chronic introvert. Now, hurt started to creep in, bitterness started to creep in, anger started to creep in. And these are all emotions that I had to learn how to navigate and how to heal and how to move on from. Over time, existing in that environment with all these emotional scars, I eventually got an opportunity to leave. And I can tell you, when I got that opportunity to run, I was out of there like a thief. But guess what? I learned swiftly. Sometimes we jump out a frying pan and jump in a fire. Where I left to was a beautiful working environment, much better than where I came from or that I thought at the time. And so it started out lovely again. But then some nuances and some issues started to come to the fore. And again, I was made uncomfortable. Teething pain again. And remember, I said to you earlier, you cannot run or outrun your teething pain because they're essential to building character. Now, in this new environment, the harsh realities of the workplace started to set in. I started to experience similar situations that I was running from. I also started to feel bogged down and overwhelmed with my periodic visits to the principal's office for issues that I had zero control over. I also, it started to affect me personally. So I wore a mask. I tried to hide the hurt. And those who were very close to me got an insight in terms of the turmoil that the environment was causing. However, every time I interacted with my clientele, the students, I realized that I was able to come alive. They ignited a passion that went dormant in me coming into this new environment. And so I recognized that the candle that is burning inside of me did not totally go out. And as the students started to fan the flame inside of me, the joy and the vivacious personality and the excitement when I was delivering came back. And I realized in that moment that true character is built over time. And in order for us to overcome teething pains, we have to first be able to identify them. In this environment, I was able to fan back the flame. I was able to reignite the fire and the passion for teaching. And now I find myself reignited, but facing other battles. And while I was facing other battles, I found that opportunities presented itself for me to grow. And so I started to focus also on those opportunities. The opportunities for me to publish, the opportunities for me to improve my technological skill set. All these opportunities came, which were not afforded to me before. And like the elevation formula says, opportunity plus preparation equals success. And so I went through another couple of years, still uncomfortable, but growing. And it dawned on me that through the whole process of metamorphosis, pressure and heat is essential to change the object from its original state to something else. Diamonds are formed under pressure. And so, when the gift that lie dormant in me was processing, I realized that the teething pains or growing pains were necessary for the character that you now see in front of your screen to be birthed. Now, this is Bridgette Williams, the confident, vivacious author and educator, now a YouTuber. And I encourage everybody that is going through their teething pain, stick to the process, wall out, don't give up, don't give in, no matter what anybody says to you, because your character is being molded with every urge, with every obstacle, with every hurdle you climb. Your character is being molded. And once the vessel is molded into perfection, you will manifest the greatness that God has predestined for you. What then is pain? Persevere so you can achieve and inspire and nurture and surmount all expectations. This is Bridgette Williams signing out.